Today we're checking out the new SB18 Buggy kit for the TRX4M from Ocdrc. This is a very sharp, performance-focused printed kit for the TRX4M. It's got some great features built into it, like a 5-degree angled skid, super compact, clean layout inside, custom battery tray, and more. I built this out to kind of replicate my Capra 1.9, my red 4-wheel steering version. I think it came out pretty awesome. This was a super fun project, so let's jump in. I'll unbox it, show you what comes in the kit, then I'm going to build it, and then we'll take it out on the rocks and have some fun. Let's take a look at the kit. I've already got my supporting components in here. I'll go over those when we build it. Right, here we are. Let's see what we got. We got a custom skid plate. This is a 5-degree angled skid on this. We got our hardware, nicely labeled hardware. I like that. We got our panels. Now it comes with clear panels, so you can paint it however you'd like. These nice little Lexan panels. I have to pick out my colors. Take a look at the cage here. Nice cage, real thick material on this. Got a really rugged construction to it, not like the nylon buggy chassis that we've seen for the M. This is much stiffer. Print quality is excellent on this. Smooth pieces, they got a really nice feel to them. This is a custom battery tray. So this is designed around the Gens Ace 300 milliamp 3S LiPo pack, which I think I actually just got a couple of these. Perfect timing. So that'll fit right in that tray. These straps, I bet that's your battery strap right there. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Your battery will fit right in there. Very cool. So let's take a look at the components that we're going to use to build it. I got some portal axles. I got the Mias Racing portal axles we're going to put on it. I like these. They're nice and heavy. So we'll put that underneath it. I got some Endura 59mm shocks. These might be a little long, especially when combined with the portals. To see what we've got for shock placement, we've got some decent adjustability for shocks. We'll see if we can get that tuned up the way we need to, but those are our shocks that we got. We've got a lay down servo mount that's going to go on my axles. That is one thing too, that this is 4-wheel steering capable. Don't have to do anything to the chassis or anything. It's all ready to go, fully ready for 4-wheel steering. I wish I'd had another front axle. I would have done a 4-wheel steer maybe in the future. We'll just do a typical drag axle setup on it. I'm going to do a high trail wheelbase. I really like the extended wheelbase in the rear on this, so I've got some high trail Traxxas links, got some high trail drive shafts. I've got an Endura transmission billet housing with the gears already installed. I'm going to be running the FuryTech Unity 2-in-1. I love this combination. It has the in-runner brushless style like the Cedar, but you've got your ESC already built into it. It's going to help keep a nice clean layout inside this buggy. I got this is unreleased at the time of this recording. I don't even know if I'm supposed to show it or not. I got a direct mount torque servo for the TRX4M, so that lay down servo mount might be a moot point there. If I've got this direct mount, I'll have to see if this will fit these axles, but I'll use that as my servo. So this is the build. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to find some colors to paint my panels, and while this paint's drying, I'm going to start putting this thing together. Check this thing out, guys. Got the buggy put together. Very simple installation. So you can see I did some paint work on it. What I wanted to do was make this kind of a mini version of my 4-wheel steering Capra 1.9. So I went with the red cage. I did the black panels, so I actually used spray-on bed liner for the panels. So we've got kind of a matte black finish to these. But I did want to show you guys the cage all put together before I put the panels on, because I think it looks super rad. The Cedar motor was a tight fit, but thankfully it tucks in right between the shock towers up front. So everything fit together very nicely. Look at the bottom of it, the way the skid, nice flat skid, fits perfectly in there with the printed chassis of those boat sliders. Again, really reminds me of the Capra, which is why I went with this aesthetic here. It sits up high, kind of a byproduct of the portal axles. I think the 59mm shocks are too much. I should have gone with a 53. I might see if I've got a shorter shock, especially for the front, because I can't get the collapsed length is too long. I can't get it to snug up the way I'd really like it. I want that servo to be like tucked up much more. You can see it's got kind of a rake towards the back, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to see if I can find some different shocks for the front. But man, look at that thing. Can flex, that's for sure. It's going to look rad with the panels on it. So I'm going to see if I can source some shocks, and then we'll get this thing put together. But just wanted to show you guys the fit and finish on this too. Right guys, here we are with the panels on it. How gorgeous does this thing look? I thought it looked good without the panels, but putting it on, seeing it all together, it looks so sharp. A couple things going on here. So I found some shorter shocks. I got some RC all-wheel drive. I think these are 53 millimeters. Not exactly sure what the length is, but that brought the front end down a lot. Pretty pumped with this for a first shot though. Looks really good. Got the brand new Little Guy Racing Parts gripper and L4 tires on this. Gray wheels, satin gray wheels against the red and black. The whole thing came out super duper nice. I'm pumped with it. The layout on the inside of this thing's super clean. I don't have a 300 milliamp Gens Ace battery. I have a 200, but it fit perfectly in that little tray. The FuriTech Unity, where it's the 2-in-1, keeps it really clean. I've got my Radio Link receiver here on the driver's side. Doesn't take up any space, so there's not much going on the inside, which is excellent. Nice clean layout. Looks awesome. So let's go run it and see how it performs. Right out here with the baby Buggy. I got my man over there with the Sport. We're out at Crawler Heaven. Running out of daylight, but got this out here just in time to try it out. Also got the brand new gripper tires on here. Anxious to see how this thing does. Definitely gonna be looking to put straight axles on this, I think. Oh, look at that. Oh, is it gonna grip? Is it gonna? Yes. It made it. Nice. Getting some lift in the front there. Not terrible, but definitely more than I would like. Got that FOC getting me over there. Nice, made it through there. That was a good transition. Really like the fit and finish of this build. Everything came out really sharp. Nasty descent here. Let's see how this does. Despite the high ride height, higher than I like, it's pretty planted. Oh, what is going on here? I'm gonna break something trying to get out of this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, oh, I saved it. That was ugly, but we got out. Nice. Look at that. This is a brand new line I've never tried before. Things all twisted up. So that was a good one.
Backlight off.
Oh, I'm digging this thing. If I can get out of this. I can get up on that. Ride height might be too tall. Had to help it up over that. But let's see if we can do the rest of this section. I got trouble coming. We're in big trouble. We got to move quick.
Up.
Oh, I saved it. I'm able to get over that gap. Nice. Try a couple hard lines over here. I don't usually take the minis on this, but we'll give it a shot with the new Buggy. Ah, that's close. Oh, there we go. Nice. Look at this thing. Big hole over there. That was awesome. I'll try another run up. Look at the nice brake over there. Look at that angled skid helping us out. This thing working great out here. Myself trouble here. I'll be able to save it. Not the line I wanted to take, but still managed to do it. Continue along the big boy lines here. Get that very composed on the decline. There's a sharp drop off there. Whoa. I'm gonna save it. Yes, maybe. Got like a big truck behind me here.
Did you see how fast I stopped there?
Yeah.
I was about to hit you. In a little truck. I just bumped you with my bumper.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see if I can get through this gap. This could be tough.
With me,
Oh, look
especially,
at that.
right? I'm like on top of it. Oh, that's gonna be tough. You know, it's gonna be more tough for me.
Oh, it's gonna do it. Holy cow, that was crazy.
How did mine have trouble? I want mine to be out of the way, right?
Teetering on the edge. Oh man, it came back down. Crazy. So far, really impressed with this buggy kit. This is working really good. We've hit some hard 10th scale lines with this thing. It's done great. I don't know if I've got an exit off of here. I might have to carry it, but that was a great line. All right, one more line real quick. We're running out of daylight, but I'm having a lot of fun with this truck. I'm excited to tinker with it, tune it a little bit more. I'd like to put straight axles on it, do probably full-wheel steering, I think is what I'll end up doing with it. Oh, man, take the bypass.
I think Mom hurt.
Yeah, Sport is not sounding very good. What you? Oh, you lost. You lost the whole front. Oh, you broke both axles. Holy moly! Let's see what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Let's see if I can climb up this vertical, if it'll do it. Oh yeah, look at that thing working great. Those gripper tires working fantastic out here. Very nice. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go get Axle's Sport fixed and take this home, tinker with it a little bit. But this was a fun weekend project right here. Great job Ocdrc with this new kit. This is a heck of a buggy for the TRX4M. Alright guys, had a lot of fun with this kit. This was a great build, super fun weekend project. Building it was very easy, super straightforward, didn't take long at all. Performance wise, I'm super impressed with it. Really like that 5-degree angled skid with the longer wheelbase on it. I had great breakover, and the tight, compact, minimalistic design of this cage worked really well. The thing felt super planted out on the rocks despite being pretty high up from a ride position. I am really looking forward to getting some straight axles, see if I can bring that ride height back down. I'm also excited to do a 4-wheel steering conversion on it. This is a brand new kit and it is available to pre-order today at the time of this recording. Price on this kit is $89.99, which is a big step up from some of the other buggies that are available for the TRX4M. Ocdrc has put a lot of effort into this, into making a very strong performance-focused chassis. It's going to be much more rigid than, say, the Endura Tarantula. The printed cage on this is much thicker, much more rigid, and you get that custom skid and the more compact layout. So I think if you're after true performance, this is going to be the way to go. It is going to be a big step up in price though. Ocdrc has given me a discount code to pass on to you guys, so you can use my code CAPE to save 5% on this kit. I also forgot to mention that this kit will also come with the preferred shock spring rates to help you tune this ride height the way that they've developed and tested it on their end. So you do get quite a bit with the kit, and it is going to make for an easy transition over from a stock TRX4M, or if you wanted to build it from the ground up like I did here. So I'd say good job Ocdrc. This is a great first launch of this chassis. It's evident that a lot of R&D went into this thing. I'm excited to run it some more, see how it holds up, and convert it to 4-wheel steer, which I will certainly do a follow-up video on. But guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of this new buggy kit from Ocdrc? As always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.